Right now, jury selection's underway. It's the disabled teen death trial out of Colleton County, South Carolina. Opening statements expected sometime this afternoon. We'll bring those to you as soon as it begins. Rita Pangalangan and her boyfriend, Larry King, are accused of putting Rita's 13-year-old daughter with special needs inside a hot car and leaving her there to die back in August of 2019. This is a heartbreaking case. Court TV anchor Michael Ayala has a look at the case against this couple.
13-year-old Christina Pangalangan was a student at Colleton County Middle School. She was described by her family as a purely loving and wonderful soul. She was born with disabilities that resulted in her being wheelchair-bound and unable to communicate verbally. In August of 2019, her life ended under horrific circumstances.
That little girl was her world. Those words from the friend of a former Colleton County Teacher of the Year who is now accused of leaving her special needs child in a hot car for several hours, killing her.
WCSC reporting on the stunning charges. Longtime teacher Rita Pangalangan and her boyfriend, Larry Eugene King Jr., now accused of murdering her daughter, Christina. Colleton County deputies say they intentionally left Christina inside a hot car at King's home for 5 hours. And by the time they were called, it was too late to save her. The mother of one of Pangalangan's former students told WCSC she was stunned.
I don't understand how any child can be supposedly left in a car, especially this child with the special needs that she had. That was one of the first things Rita would do, would get her child out of the car.
Pangalangan told deputies she left her daughter in the car briefly to go inside her boyfriend's home for cigarettes. When she came back to the car, Christina was locked inside, along with the keys. She said it took them hours to find another set of keys to get Christina out. Detectives say security camera video tells a different story. According to court documents, video showed the couple took Christina from inside the home and placed her in the car. They checked on her a couple of times over the span of 5 hours, even leaving the home for an hour, leaving Christina, who was unable to get herself out of the car due to her disabilities, in a car where temperatures could have reached more than 130 degrees. Rita Pangalangan has been suspended from her job as a teacher in Colleton County. She and Larry King have been out on bond on the murder charges. They have pleaded not guilty. The estate of Christina Pangalangan has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the state of South Carolina Department of Social Services, saying more should have been done to protect Christina.
This is a very difficult case, and you wonder where it all lies in terms of what happened. How did this little girl get put in that car intentionally? Was that the plan to kill her in this manner? Let's bring in Nicole DeBoard again. And you're a former prosecutor, Nicole. This has got to be these are the cases that are very difficult because you have such a child that needs their mom and parents, in this case mom and boyfriend, to just get themselves from A to B. And if what the state is saying is true, this is horrific, the allegation here. Your thoughts overall, and we'll see it play out. Obviously we'll see the evidence play out, but if what they say about the timeline is true, then wow, I can only imagine what this jury is going to think.
Absolutely. I mean, just hearing about it just breaks your heart and upsets your stomach all at once. It's horrific, as you've already said. You know, what concerns me from an evidentiary standpoint for the defendant is that, or both defendants, is that, you know, they say one thing to the police who are investigating the death of their loved one, and what you learn is that it's just simply not true based on the footage that you can, I guess, apparently see from someone's nearby door camera. A door camera somewhere picked up the fact that not only did they place her in the vehicle, but they repeatedly went out to the vehicle and even left the home while she was still sitting in the car with her in the car. So definitely a much different story than what apparently was given to law enforcement in the beginning, and this could create a very big problem for both of the accused.
When you think about the state's narrative, if it's true, that's very sinister, it's planned, it seems to be, that's the allegation here allegedly. How does the fact that these are co-defendants possibly play into the defense? It's, you know, they could turn on each other all the way to the 11th hour, and because it doesn't seem like an idea that both of them cooked up at the same time. Someone was leading the way, and should we be looking for that maybe division come out at trial here?
Well, that would certainly be a normal thing for the prosecution to capitalize on one defendant who is willing to tell the whole story when it appears that maybe they're not getting a story right now from anyone. So I think that's likely. I think it is something that we could see, and it could happen as late as even during trial, that one defendant or one accused gets up and says something different from what the other defendant has to say. And that could be all the prosecution really needs to solidify what sounds like already a difficult case for the defense.
Again, jury selection going on as we speak up in South Carolina. We do expect opening statements as early as this afternoon, and we'll have them for you right here on Court TV.